Hey guys, Outdoor Enthusiast 88 here again. We're out at the farm today testing out the new Canik TP9 SF Elite. So far it's run really great. I wanted to kind of get it out on the field here, test it out. It's had about a couple hundred rounds through it, and we're actually going to test some of the longer 30-round Beretta mags. Now obviously it won't lock, but it will hopefully cycle. So let's test out this Beretta mag here. It's stiff enough where it won't actually hopefully need to be held in, but I'll hold it down here just in case. Cycles just fine. So it doesn't lock back, but it did cycle. I had one round kind of got jammed up in there. Not super reliable, but let's keep testing it out. Another problem with it locking back, you'll see in a couple of other footages that I have of at another range, an indoor range, that these magazines, they cycle fine, no jams, but I did realize that the actual mags were not locking back. And these are actually the 15 rounders that came with the gun. So it's understandable the Beretta might not, but it's kind of interesting that it's not working. But if you can see, you know, I can slow down some footage and roll it in here. It doesn't seem to have like a very sporadic, and I'll take a look at the footage here after this range day, but the sporadic ejection doesn't seem to be a problem, and neither does the weak extractor. That last mag, and I'll show you guys everything we shot through this. We're going to shoot about a good few hundred rounds through this gun after this is all done, and I'll show you guys at the table here in a minute what it looks like. But there hasn't been a lot of problems with the different ammunition. There's no real jams or anything like that. No misfires. So there's a mix of aluminum, brass. I don't have any steel, but no problem so far. So you know, let's take it back to the table and take a closer look at how this looks like after a few hundred rounds. All right, so we're back at the review table with the Canik TP9 SF Elite. So far, so good, guys. You saw earlier in the video here, you know, I put about 350 rounds through this gun through, I'll roll some footage in here, through actually an indoor range as well as some time spent on the outdoor range on the farm. And what I've noticed is that it is amazing. I will tell you right now, I haven't had any issues whatsoever. The only minor issues I have, which could be related to the magazines, these are a new built type magazine for the Caniks, being only a 15 rounder. Here is the more shiny 18 rounders made by Mekgar, whereas these little more flat coated ones are not labeled Mekgar or anything for that matter. They just have the Canik logo on them. So 15 round, 18 round original Caniks. You know, the only problem is it does not lock back for maybe 1 out of 5 magazines. So not terrible, but you did see the actual Beretta 30 round extended mags do work in the gun. Not very well unless you really want to hold it in there, but if you wanted to, you can cut a slit where the Beretta mark is. Just cut it into the metal there, and this should lock up just fine. So they are compatible if you have a bunch of Beretta mags lying around for your 92 or M9. But that being said, so far so good. No sight problems. Fiber optic still the original red. I have not switched it out yet. Cycle's great, no jams. You'll see a little top heavy there, but that doesn't really matter too much when you're shooting it. Excellent, excellent trigger still. Really allows the shooter to get on target and stay on target. You really aren't looking at, you know, something that's really snappy. You're looking at something that's gonna, when you're looking down the firearm, that when you keep shooting, it's gonna kind of drift off sight. It's something really easy to point and just shoot and hit. You know, I've actually had a couple of my friends try it out now, and they all loved it. I mean, some of these guys, you know, aren't really avid shooters. They don't shoot all the time. However, with the Canik, they're finding themselves hitting really good. And I'll show you guys a couple of things. So actually I did take it to the indoor range, like I said, Didn't really do any kind of scientific accuracy test, but you'll see this is about 10 yards. Not bad. I think it's a whole mag there. You know, kind of trying a little bit and then just kind of speeding up towards the end. Obviously, as you speed up, you're going to kind of drift around a little bit. There's a bunch of kind of goofing off here. There's a couple mixing with some 22s in there from my Smith & Wesson compact. And some down there. There's a good grouping down here. And again, 10 yards, not bad. A little faster shooting, you can see there. But accuracy is amazing. It's on par with any other kind of polymer wonder pistols out there, and I really can't complain. The magazines that I tried out with these are, of course, the Beretta you saw. They have, I bought an extra 15 rounder from Ames Surplus. Check that out if you haven't yet. They have some of the best mags and the best mag prices actually too. I also got an 18 rounder. This is one of the Canik Mechgar mags made for their TP9 series. Check that out. Here is how they look when you get them. 15 round, 18 rounders, nothing crazy, just generic packaging, right? Some of the ammunition I put through here, actually I put through a bunch, about 5 different types. And again, like about 350 rounds. You'll see here, I got some of this right here. IMI Systems, 115 grain 9mm. Tried some aluminum casing in there. Aluminum did really well. No complaints there. 115 grain aluminum cased, no jams. You would think with maybe the weak extractor it might have a problem with that. Ate it just fine. Some Blazer brass, 115 grain. Some Remington. This is actually 124 grain, a little heavier. This is the stuff I actually got. You see, I took the UPC off. You actually got a Remington last fall. Had a really good deal going to get some money back on those if you sent it in. Here I shot some of these. These are actually hollow points from this Independence Munitions 9mm 115 grain hollow points. Shot really great, no problems whatsoever. Everything's pretty accurate, no issues like I said. The extractor worked great, didn't have any issues there. Let's take a look on the inside here. Get a good look on there. You know, I have not cleaned this. I cleaned it the first time I went to the range. I came back, wiped it down a little bit, get some of that factory gunk off, plus about 150 rounds through it. Then the next time we went out, we did another 200 rounds on the farm there, hitting steel all day long. I did notice, I think you noticed in my first review that I said that this is a little sticky, and it is a little sticky. Going in and out there, you see the lines on the mags there. It's kind of wearing on the mags just a little bit. It's just plastic, but you know what? It's loosening up a little bit. I mean, you still got to kind of strip the mag out sometimes, but when the gun's hot, this tends to expand a little bit and they just drop right out. So I haven't had a problem with that too much. I was dropping mags quite easily. Take a look at the inside here. There's some dirt, look at that, some grime. This is gonna be nice and messy. So this again has not been cleaned. Here is the ramp. So I was worried about, and I have heard other cases, I'll clean it up a little bit with my finger there. You'll see it has not changed. There's no extra wear. The same little divots here are there. The same kind of chrome on the corners is still there. No weird stress marks or anything abnormal on the barrel. Looks fine. Here's the slide. So 350 rounds later, still working good. Like I said, the only issue I've really had was the mag release in terms of the actual magazines not locking the slide back. I did also mention that there's 2 steps to putting this spring on. You kind of push it down. There's actually 2 ledges there. I'm gonna slide this back on, and away you go. Slide is great still, you know, no wobble or any kind of excess riding around there, kind of jiggling. So far so good. The holster, you know, I'm actually going to get another holster for sure. This one is not great. It has actually, I filed it off. You might see there, I went and took some sandpaper and just filed off the corners. These were sharp, and if you put it on your hip the way it's supposed to, you know, ride, it actually cuts into you, and it still has a little bit of sharp points there. So holster, not great. It does show some wear. You'll see it actually wore down the actual release right here. See that? And not so much on the other side, but wore down that release there a little bit. So as it goes into the holster there, it's hitting that on the inside. But you know, it's not a bad holster. It's just cheap. I mean, it works. It does what it's supposed to do, but there's better ones out there. So I'm gonna keep looking. I'll post a review if I find a good one for you guys. I have a couple in mind. So that's really it, guys. You know, I haven't had really anything severe that should alarm me at all on this pistol, and really I don't think there's any major issues with it. No abnormal wear, the ejection patterns aren't too bad, but you know, it's a good budget firearm, and for the price, you know, they're going to keep going down. I bet you'll be able to start seeing these for $350. I saw them on sale for $359 the other day, so they're going to go down in price pretty quickly, and for something that's comparable to like a Glock 19, this might be the way to go. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. You know, like this video. Let me know if you have any questions below. I'll try to answer them, and have a good one.